Bitcoin and other virtual currencies have begun A. to gain widespread acceptance in India in spite of poor internet. B. internet penetration and a natural skepticism of assets not backed by tangible entities such as land. Rajkumar, that is an expression to cut more deeply. So an expression can come as it is. You don't need to make any changes and it is correct. So let's look at it. Bitcoin and other virtual currencies have begun I'm losing my voice. To gain widespread acceptance in India in spite of poor internet. B. penetration and natural skepticism of assets. C. not backed by tangible entities such as land. D. where is the error? So Bitcoin and other virtual currencies have begun to gain widespread acceptance in India. Have begun. Present perfect tense. Which means action started sometime in the past, continuing up now. India, in spite of poor internet penetration and a natural skepticism of assets. But why do you think of is incorrect? The natural skepticism they're talking about is making reference, or it belongs to the assets, right? In that context, it seems right for me. So let's read that again. Bitcoin and other virtual currencies have begun to gain widespread acceptance in India in spite of poor internet penetration and a natural skepticism of assets not backed by tangible entities such as land. Karthik, why is it have? Because we're talking about two subjects, no? Bitcoin is one, other virtual currencies is two subjects. Bitcoin and other virtual currencies have begun, both of them have begun to gain widespread acceptance in India in spite of poor internet penetration and a natural skepticism of assets not backed by tangible entities such as land. What are tangible entities? Something that can be felt. So have begun to gain. Why do you want to change it to gaining, Anubha? Have begun to gain. All they're saying is it has started gaining acceptance sometime in the past and it is continuing up till now. So as a tense seems fine. Tangible, like I said, something that you can perceive by touch, through touch, right? So even something hypothetical, something that you feel, like it can be an asset or a property of yours that can be tangible, something that is very real. I think it has a Latin root to it, tangible. So for example, you can also say things like, you can be relieved. So just to give you an example, I can say, my sense of relief was tangible. It's just an expression that you're saying where, I can almost feel my relief. Tangible means something that can be perceived by touch, right? So you can use it literally, you can use it also figuratively, like this in this example sentence I've said. It was almost as though you can feel my relief, you can touch my relief, right? So for me again, I don't see an error as such in this sentence because you have this word in spite of, right, which also means despite. So despite poor internet penetration and a natural skepticism of assets not backed by tangible entities such as land, Bitcoin and other virtual currencies have begun to gain widespread acceptance in India. So that's how I need you to read the sentence. So you don't need to add are not backed by. Are you following? Yeah. So if I have to rephrase the entire sentence, I can say, despite the reasons are poor internet penetration and a natural skepticism of assets, which are not backed by tangible entities such as land, right? You don't need that here. So let me just rephrase the sentence for you. It might make sense. Despite or in spite of poor internet penetration and a natural skepticism of assets not backed by tangible entities such as land, Bitcoin, and other virtual currencies have begun to gain widespread. You follow what I'm saying? Widespread acceptance in India. Right? I just rephrase the entire sentence. Put the second part first. Are you following? No, that's fine, Raghav. Despite, in spite of, all same meaning. It gives me the same meaning, so it's okay. So, despite poor internet penetration and a natural skepticism of assets, not backed. So, this is understood. Obviously, these are not backed by tangible entities. So, which are? These are. It's understood. I don't have to write it down here. It is not. It is still grammatically correct for me. Okay, another one. The Supreme Court has held in the number of cases that state legislatures and Parliament can legislate retrospectively. The Supreme Court has held in the number of cases that state legislatures and Parliament can legislate retrospectively. What's the answer? A. The Supreme Court has held in the B. Number of cases that state legislators and Parliament can legislate retrospectively. As soon as you read it, you know where the error is. Yes, Akash, where is the error? Amal, where is the error? So what do you have to put? Replace it with? That's it. Number of cases, which means many number. What do I need? I don't need the specific, the definite article. I need so error is in part A, right? Change the to that's it. In a number of cases. Okay, another one. In the absence of any realistic projection on what a post-Brexit UK holds in store, such claims carry little authority. In the absence of any realistic projection on what a post-Brexit UK holds in store, such claims carry little authority. There is specific, Rajesh. Here it only says number of cases. So, A, B, C, D. Let's break it down. In the absence of any realistic projection on what a post-Brexit UK holds in store, such claims. I'm assuming such claims could be making reference to something earlier. We don't have preceding information. So, as a sentence, carry little authority. What is the error, Aditya, in D? Why do you feel part D has an error? Why have error? Seems fine to me. See, we don't know what the claims are. Like I said, looks like a sentence that is taken from somewhere in between. This is a problem with sentences like this. We don't have preceding information. We don't have following information. We just have to rely on the sentence as it is. So we only need to look at the parts and see, okay, does this part make sense? So part by part, if you say, holds in store is again an expression, right? What does it mean? Holds in store means something that it retains or something that it projects. Hold something in store, that's an idiom, right? Anybody familiar with that idiom? What does it mean? Which means it could be some surprise or something that they have planned for you, right? So you can expect something to happen. If you say when something is in store, it could be a tough time or it could be a pleasant surprise. So something is in store for you. You don't know what it is. So usually when you say something is held in store, you're talking about the future, obviously. So in this context, it's talking about in the absence of any realistic projection on what a post-Brexit UK holds in store, what can happen in the future. We don't know how things will change. Yeah, post-Brexit, what UK will hold in store for us, exactly. Like Amaldi has given another expression saying what life holds in store for us. Right? We don't know. Such claims carry little authority. So you can expect anything to happen post-Brexit. So what UK has planned in the future, we don't know. Right? That's what it means. So let me write that down. When you say holds in store, right? If you look at some couple of expressions, you'll be able to follow that idiom. So when you say hold something in store, you're saying, let me give you example sentence. So I can say, there are tough times for her in store. We have something in store for your birthday. Right? So both these sentences, what is it saying? We have something planned for you. There are tough times in store in the future. Don't know what it is going to be, but in this context it's saying tough times. But here we don't know what post-Brexit UK holds in store for us. Such claims carry little authority. Carry little is correct, Aditya. So whatever those claims are, they don't have a lot of weightage. When you say something carries little authority, you're saying not much weightage, right? Not much importance or prominence given to. Okay, so this is no error.